right, contract matches. We do not have room for everybody in Season 3, and so some of the Rando Landos are getting the boot. And kicking off the night, we have Alexia Fox, one half of the Fabulous Foxes.
From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Alexia.
From Calgary, Alberta, it is Alexia Fox. Now, again, we had a certain number of superstars who have already gotten a pass to Season 3 based on fan voting. But that still leaves an awful lot of superstars in the lurch, including Alexia Fox. We're going to see there's a lot of tag team members of the tag team division in these matches, so we're going to see a lot of tag teams splitting up. I can tell you right now, including Victoria Long from Pink Perfection. Ladies and gentlemen, if Victoria Long loses this match, Pink Perfection is no longer. If Alexia Fox loses this match, the Fabulous Foxes are no longer. These are the stakes, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're talking about after a year and a half of history of the RLWF 2 seasons, where both of these incredible teams have been a part of the action, and now, going forward, one of them will be gone. Let me start the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to win.
And this is a woman that
these are all just normal one-on-ones with no stipulations, no craziness, and normal triple threats. We got a couple of triple threats as well.
An opportunity to show why
Alexia Fox
a win here could do just that.
starting out strong. Again, the size and strength given up here by Alexia Fox is palpable, but Alexia Fox can take care of her own. She's tossing Victoria all the way to the outside, and Alexia is not done yet. Through the ropes and missed on the drop kick, but caught her anyway. And Alexia Fox feeling confident. Listen, I don't know if I'd be that cocky at a contract match. A lot at stake. Oof. In the event of a double count out, I have absolutely no idea what we're going to do. I mean, it hasn't even crossed my mind until literally just now. So we will hopefully not have to worry about that, but if so, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. And again, in Season 3, we're going to have a couple of new Rando Landos coming in. We're going to have, I think, 7 new Rando Landos in total. Oof. Nicely done. And Alexia Fox, even in a contract match, is there to trash talk Victoria Long. Well, that's the thing. I mean, let's say, whoever comes out on top here, whoever, if you make it to Season 3 and your tag team partner does not, do you find someone else to tag with and stay in the tag division? Or maybe do you take that as an opportunity to maybe do a solo run? I mean, everything is up for grabs in Season 3. It is going to be absolute madness. Throw into the fact that we're having a draft and a brand split, and watch out. Yeah, they could both get cut. I mean, it could be that, say, oh, hold the phone. There's the pin. Only a 1 count. It could be the fact that, say, Alexia Fox loses and Fox Burton could also lose her match. And so both of them are gone. We just don't know. That's what we're here to decide tonight. Whitney Parker and Bailey Banner. I mean, listen, that'd be a great team. I think one of them would need a change of heart, I think. Hey, listen. I'm heel for a Bailey Banner heel turn, I tell you. But like I say, it's going to be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows what the rosters are going to look like by the end. Right now, Victoria stomping away on Alexia. And after an early burst of energy, Victoria Long has been wearing down Alexia Fox. Again, that size difference is tough to overcome.
Nice splash.
Cartwheel splash there from Victoria.
Oh my goodness. Ah, what a smash. That is just insulting.
Kick to the gut. Has her up, and oh no, are we going to see the submission hold?
Oh, this is so painful.
There's the submission.
She's in a tremendous amount of pain.
Is Alexia going to tap and end her RLWF career? No. Manages to pry the hands apart. I'm actually impressed. Irish whip into the ropes. Goes nowhere. They lock up. No, they don't. Alexia Fox with the reversal. Hits the back of the knee. And the neck breaker.
She's starting to tire a little. Not a bad place to be in, but the
sharp kick to the back. And Alexia looks like she might go top rope. That's a long... Oh, no, she's not. Setting her up instead. There's the cartwheel leg drop. Or the somersault leg drop, rather. Sorry. Hooks the leg. 2 count only. 2 count only. Alexia Fox an inch away from guaranteeing her Season 3 contract.
There's a snapmare.
Off the ropes and a very short drop kick.
Oh, yeah, she's saying,
crowd going wild. You know who they'd like to see proceed to Season 3, and boom! Launches her. At ringside, I will note the bounty still in effect even in a contract match, although obviously if you earn the bounty and then lose your contract, obviously that nullifies it. But theoretically, it's possible.
Saw that one coming. She was getting grinded down, but that could have just started a quick turnaround.
Long. Trying to make a comeback here. They're going to lock up Alexia. Sends her into the ropes. And again, just bounces off her.
Kick gets caught.
Victoria caught the kick. Spins her around. They're going to lock up and Irish whip by Long this time. And, oh, big back body drop. That is a long way down.
evades the attack. Oh, man.
Alexia with the reversal.
This has just been an absolute massacre.
And Victoria with the reversal. What a match.
A fireman's carry.
Oh. And a vicious slam. There's Alexia with a quick roll-up. Trying to steal it. Oh, 2 count only. And you're right, Jeremiah. I mean, depending on what happens with some of the tag teams and some of the other, who knows. And again, the draft is going to change things too. So there could very well be some changes coming to the Rando Landos as well. I mean, every season we like to tweak the attires a little bit. We want them to get incrementally better as we go. But there could be significant changes. You never know. And the foot DDT rather, from Alexia. And the fans going crazy. Alexia Fox on fire at ringside here.
She turns it right around with a counter. Giving the people a chance to take in.
And Victoria taunting Alexia, daring her to come back into the ring. She finally does, and Victoria grabs her immediately, sends her into the corner.
Unsteady legs in the corner, needs to recover.
Spins her around. What are we going to do here? Oh, she's going to, bending the arm backwards over that rope. And now just pressing that big boot into Alexia's torso. Big spine buster.
She wants it one more time.
And it's the squat slam. Here it comes.
Slam. She just created a prime opportunity.
And Victoria Long likely pulling her away from the ropes, maybe for a pin. There it is. No rope break here. Is that going to be it for Alexia Fox? It is, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Victoria Long from Pink Perfection and Alexia Fox of the Fabulous Foxes loses her contract. You hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen, but that is what we have come to here ahead of Season 3. Whitney Parker to appear later on tonight, and we will see if Pink Perfection are going to remain a team going into Season 3 or whether Victoria Long is flying solo.
Here is your winner.
And there you go, your winner, Victoria Long. What a match. All right, one superstar down, many more to go. Another singles match, this time in the men's division, and out first, RIP, a former All-Star champion.
From parts unknown.
On the ramp, or on the stage rather, and ready to go. Is this going to be the last of RIP?
This industry was built on respect between competitors, but what isn't.
Let's see who his opponent is going to be tonight.
And his opponent from Winnipeg,
Oh, look out.
Canada, weighing in at 200.
It is Peter Allen just
To this superstar, nothing
rejoined his old tag team
leaving
partner
it
to
all
reform
in the
old
ring.
school,
The
and
WWE
that might be
Universe
over
respects that.
immediately.
No nonsense, straightforward
Fisher
attitude.
Bailey, of course, already got a
opinion,
bye
this
and
superstar
is going to
is
be
why
in
the
Season
foreign
3.
champ was
Is
invented.
Peter
A
Allen
competitor
going
who
to
always
join
has
him
his game face on,
and
ready
continue
for a
old
major
school?
battle.
Or is it time for the veteran to finally hang up the boots? This is going to be a great match. Let me start the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to come out on top. A big challenge here. I think for Peter Allen is a big challenge. I think RIP is the favorite.
Now this is a superstar coming
But
into this one with a
we have
major
seen
chip on
Peter
his
Allen
shoulder.
do some
Feels
incredible
he's
things in a
not
ring.
gotten the respect from the division that he's deserved lately.
Yeah, but respect has to be earned in matches like this. Not
And
just
again, maybe
handed
Peter
out.
Allen is a
If
little
he
more
can
motivated now that
prove
he's finally
himself
free
here,
from
maybe
Old
he'll get the
Norse and
respect he
back with
believes
his
he
partner.
deserves.
Maybe that's just that extra motivation to move on to Season
But
3.
he'll be facing
And Peter Allen locking in a submission hold early, trying to end this one, but
Shift his weight.
RIP, too powerful. Too powerful.
He's getting a little back now.
Peter Allen,
He
though,
had to be prepared to take some damage tonight.
coming out strong.
He deflects it right back.
RIP with the back fist.
short arm shot.
And now the short arm lariats.
Oh, complete deadlift. This is incredible.
And suplex.
You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight behind it.
Right to
And
the
Allen
Kidneys from behind. Great
attacking
counter
from
impressive
behind.
right
Again,
back
you know,
to his right
RIP, a big, strong wrestler. But, I mean, Peter Allen, people underestimate the strength of Peter Allen as well. No slouch.
Whip back into the ring.
Shot to the
Oh.
chest.
What a chop. Man, oh, man.
Ripcord.
Ripcord lariat
Nasty line.
sends Peter Allen head over heels.
Down opponent.
And here we see just the brute strength and power of RIP on display. He's going to go one more time.
Axe handle smash. Look at him. Pride and poise personified.
Diving elbow doesn't connect. And Peter Allen is sent to the apron here. There's the reversal, though, fighting his way back in the ring. But RIP waiting for him with a hideous
Thunderous chop.
barrage of chops.
Opening.
Peter Allen, though, oh! Flatliner. And now it is RIP struggling to the ropes. Peter Allen's going to come out and join him, it looks like. Knocking him to ringside. DB, welcome in, welcome in. Contract match night, sir. Contract match. RIP on the ropes.
Oh, shot right to the kidney.
And a couple of shots to the back.
Score the pin.
Peter Allen goes for the pin. 2 count only. R.I.P. Kicks out after 2. Peter Allen just laying into R.I.P. now. Oof. That straight punch to the gut by R.I.P. looked vicious. I felt that one up in the booth. R.I.P. has him up and power slam. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be it? 2 count only. Peter Allen still in it. But R.I.P. setting him up again. Reversal from Peter Allen. Oh, and there's that flying kick. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And old school lives, ladies and gentlemen. R.I.P. defeated by Peter Allen, and R.I.P. is Gonzo. I mean, I'm sure Stone Justice will be happy about that. Buzz, indeed. R.I.P. R.I.P. I mean, a huge win for Peter Allen. You know he was motivated. You know he was motivated by the return of Old School, and we are going to see them moving in to Season 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, continuing the contract matches. This time, it's even worse, a triple threat. Only one of these 3 superstars are going to continue to Season 3, and the other 2 are Gonzo.
Making his way to the ring from Windsor, Ontario,
coming out first.
Weighing in at 297 pounds.
Bad Ben Cross.
The tension building for this match is so thick you can
One half of the Crossbows. I mean, one of the most, if not the best tag team in RLWF history, and it could be over, ladies and gentlemen. Not so much time management, but numbers management. Just to make the, because there was more men that were getting rid of, so there was a lot of math I had to figure out to sort out the best way to do it. We had to do it that way because we literally couldn't do it with one-on-one matches. It's impossible, so we had to do some triple threats. So bad luck for the people who are in it, including this man, Akira Katsuyori, again. Another tag team on the line here, the Rising Suns. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, a third tag team on the line. We are losing 2 tag teams tonight, no matter how this match turns out. Pain Chase from the Anarchists making his way to the ring.
This is why sports entertainment is an art form.
So again, that means that guaranteed at least 2 of these guys are going home. Or actually, only 2 of these guys are going home. So 2 of these 3 teams will be no more after long historic runs. But again, it just opens up the door for new teams to form, as far as I'm concerned. Because each brand is going to have its own tag team. In the men's division anyway, is going to have its own tag team belt. So the perfect time to get in on the tag division. So if you haven't got a dance partner for a tag team, off season's a good time to start asking around the Discord and see if maybe you can't make some magic happen. All right. I am starting the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to win. It is not an elimination match. It's a straight triple threat match. Oh, super kick to Ben Cross, right off the bat.
The rules may be simple, but nothing is going to come easy in this fight. I assure you of that.
I mean, it's going to be a close one. I think if I had to vote, I think you got to back Ben Cross simply because, the man has been a tag team champion, 3 times, 4 times at this point? I've lost track.
Placed in the corner now.
But it's one match. Anyone can win in a single match. Anything can go. Cross has Payne up, and boom. Drops him off the top rope, locks up with Akira, who sends Ben to the apron. Turns his attention to Payne Chase. Face first, and then into a submission hold, but Payne Chase able to get out of that fairly quickly.
Measured stomp right to the gut. Followed up by another.
I mean, all three of these great teams,
Right in there.
Rising Suns and Anarchists and Crossbows, all three have been here since day one of the RLWF. You hate to see them go, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Look, I know it may sound cliche, but with triple threat matches, you've always got to keep your head on a swivel.
Nice reversal there from Cross.
When to pick your spot. Even if you form an alliance,
Sends Payne into the corner.
last. That's just the nature of the game.
And ooh, shot to the gut. Turns around and goes after Akira, but here comes Akira with a nice reversal.
Same answer for every move attempted.
Jeremiah, I feel you. I mean, I was putting the matches together when the Rando Lando Wheel of Destiny was spitting out the participants for these matches. Tear to my eye. I mean, it's going to be tough losing all these Rando Landos that we have grown to love over the years, but must be done to clear space for expansion for the RLWF. And again, we're going to have new Rando Landos, so it could be the start of whole new stories. Whole new epic reigns in the RLWF. Akira split open already. I missed that. Payne goes to the pin. Only got the 1 count.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
This one is headed outside, guys.
Again, Payne Chase
Implement of destruction.
grabs those steel steps.
Now he's been put on the defensive.
Ben Cross now with the kendo stick. Breaks it over Payne Chase. And now cleaning house at ringside. Again, triple threat matches, no countouts, no disqualifications, so things are getting a little wilder in the triple threats than the one-on-ones tonight. Akira face first off the apron.
He's turning the tables.
Reversal from Chase sends Ben into the ring. Squares up with Akira.
He leaves the ring and there's no countouts in this one.
And choke slam onto the concrete. Cross grabs him from behind, and there's the sidewalk slam. Ben missed on that diving attack to Akira, but
Well scattered reversal there.
it is a little chaotic in the corner right now. All three participants, none of them seem too interested in getting back in the ring right now.
It'd be a shame to take a nosedive now.
Face first into the concrete goes Payne Chase. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if a tag team is split up and only one of them makes it to season 3, they're gonna have to make decisions. You know what I mean, as to whether they're gonna continue as tag teams or whether they try and do a solo run. It's tough to make that transition for some superstars. So who knows? Payne Chase now grabbing the other steel steps. Why not? And Akira gets to him first. Payne into the barricade. And he and Ben run all the way to the other side. And Cross comes out on top.
Oh, man, you can see he is feeling it now.
And Peter Jordanson looking on here, of course. Our head referee. He is definitely going to be back for season 3.
Able to get the advantage here. Oh, look at this. I don't want to be part
And Akira Katsuyori now.
of this crowd. German suplex.
Nice German suplex. At some point, they're going to have to get themselves back inside that ring. There's no countouts, but also it's not falls count anywhere. Ben Cross just laying into everybody here. Payne Chase, though, sends him hard into that announcer's desk.
Abandoning all restraints.
Head first. And into the ring goes Ben Cross. DDT onto the concrete. A little in memoriam, Jeremiah, maybe. We'll see.
The airplane spin off a front face lock. Look at this power.
Giant swing by Pain Chase. He's got Ben Cross reeling, and then boom, into the Samoan drop. Goes for the pin. 1-2, and Ben Cross kicks out.
He's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Reversal from Chase.
Saw it coming and got out of there.
Cross has him up.
Across the shoulder.
And bad news driver.
Night, night.
Missed on the boot.
Oh, smash.
Irish whip by Akira. Get out of the way, referee. Again, I mean, unbelievable. Akira decides to make sure Pain Chase is staying down for the moment. Huge shot to the face. Oh! Flying forearm by Ben Cross makes short work of Akira. And it looks like Pain Chase is going to be the recipient of yet another bad news driver. Hooks the leg. Akira not going to get in time, but Pain Chase gets the kick out.
We might be seeing our whole saga written tonight. That was plan A, and it didn't work. He must be thinking about plan B at this point.
Ben runs around Pain Chase to flatten Akira. But here comes Akira. Has him up and over for the suplex. Ben rolls out. Akira's going to go top rope. This could be a huge opportunity for Katsuyori. Stunner from the top rope. Hooks the leg. Is Akira... I mean... 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, some controversy because the rope was very clearly caught up on Pain Chase's leg. I don't know how the referee missed that one. I thought Ben Cross had it locked after that second. Second bad news driver. But I mean, you can see the rope clearly hung up on the boots.
Here is your winner, Akira Katsuyori.
And your winner, and moving on to season 3, Akira Katsuyori.
With one breaking away from the pack and the most dominant.
All right, next match, one-on-one. No, you're 100% right. I mean, if ever there is a time to bring your A game, it is tonight. You have to give it 110% of 110%. Because everything is on the line, and Selena. I mean, intensity has never been the problem for Selena. Eyebrow maintenance, a problem. Intensity, no problem. And she is facing...
She's in a fighting mood tonight.
One half of Malice, Zinda. So now again we can see yet another tag team fall if Zinda loses this match. I mean, it's going to be a great match, but man, oh man, I'd hate to see either one of these leave, but there is no mercy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No mercy at all.
And coming in tonight, we know this.
And oops, sorry, hang on, I didn't get the prediction sorted out. Let me do that.
But she better be prepared for who she has in the ring with her. An opponent that's
While you enjoy the match.
one of the most athletically gifted talents in WWE.
All right, there's the prediction. You can let me know who you think's going to come out on top. And nice counter there from Selena. Again, if for some reason this is your first time watching the RLWF, it's not always contract matches, ladies and gentlemen, but we are about to kick off Season 3. As I'm recording this, the 2K24 is going to drop tonight. So in advance of Season 3, we are clearing the decks, making some room for expansion. And that means the end of a few contracts. So every single match on the card tonight, a contract match. But if you'd like to join the RLWF, don't worry, I won't put you in a contract match right away. All you got to do is swing by the Twitch channel, drop a sub, or once you've got 5,000 channel points, cash them in, and you're in. Hip toss by Selena.
Pure power and bad intentions.
Listen, that would be if Jay Sakamoto doesn't make it, David. That would be an obvious. That would be a nice little synergy there. So we'll have to see how it goes tonight. And again, to break kayfabe here, as always with the Rando Landos, if any of the community members want to, form a tag team or do something interesting with the Rando Landos, just let me know and we can hash something out. Again, a lot of that's going to be dependent on the matches tonight and the draft, obviously. But a stable too, exactly, like Jeremiah, exactly, a stable. They lock up. Zinda has her up and down for a big spine buster.
Could lead to a big time win.
And another spine buster. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be enough? Not even close. Not even close.
Oh, what a kick.
Got it scouted.
And swinging neck breaker.
She's forced.
And a nice little move there at the end as well. Selena showing a little finesse, ladies and gentlemen. Not something we're used to seeing from her.
Energy for a simple kick out.
This is kind of more along Selena's oeuvre, as it were.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Oh, nice. Look at the speed of Zinda there getting away from that maneuver. And once again, here goes Selena for a spin.
Look at this power.
Has her up by the throat and tosses her aside. Again, the strength of the Russian Giant.
There's a lot of hard ways to land.
It does not say powerhouse across her belly for nothing.
Just a dominant display.
And power slam onto the concrete.
There's a supreme woman in our
And
midst.
Zinda
Show some respect, WWE Universe.
gives a stare to the RLWF fans in the front row.
Slamming their face down.
Hey, perfect, Noah, no problem. No problem.
She now has gotten herself into a distressing spot. Yeah, but she can't allow this surge to frustrate her.
And Zinda dropping the elbows. Of course, you're going to have to wait, Noah, because we do have a draft coming. So you have to, if you're not on the same, if you wind up not on the same brand as the partner you were thinking, it may not work. So. Oof, the big boot to the gut knocks Zinda into the ropes, and now Selena heading out to the apron. This can't be good news. Kicks to the face. And Selena lets out a laugh. I mean, she did a standing moonsault that went sideways. That's actually incredibly impressive.
Now that's something else.
She scores big with the counter.
Into the corner. Zinda hammering away. And now tossing her halfway across the ring. Hooks the leg. Is that finally enough to put away Selena? It is not. It is not.
She's still as determined as ever.
All the way up.
And there's the backbreaker.
She's just soaking in all the praise from her admirers.
What the legend?
Again, Zinda just showing off the strength here. Flexing the guns for the crowd. Once again, has her up by the neck and tossing her. Unbelievable strength. Kano Amano, welcome in, welcome in. Lots of matches to bet on today, sir, but you don't even need to now because you are a full sub. And we are going to be seeing the debut of Kano Amano's Superstar in Season 3.
floor. Setting foot in the ring now.
And Zinda has her up. And oh my God, tosses her. Hooks the leg. Oh, I thought that was going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that was going to be 3. And again, Zinda just continuing to just literally toss Selena around this ring. And now trying a different tactic, trying to roll her over into the Boston Crab. Is that going to be enough? Is she going to be able to make Selena tap? No, Selena powers out of it.
Look at this, just what a barrage of stops.
And the drop kick to the back. And now stretching out the arm.
She anticipated that one.
Hip toss from Selena. Selena, I don't know if she was going for, I thought she was maybe going for a pin there, but it looks like she might be going for a submission. Oh no. Look at Selena showing off the strength now.
Oh my God, superhuman
I mean,
power. Oh man.
You have to have your core engaged, and that is exactly what Zinda did. Pounding on the head of Selena to get out of that maneuver. Maybe it's going to be a submission that ends this match, ladies and gentlemen. Irish whip by Selena, missed on the elbow. Caught her that time. There's the pin. Has she finally done it? No. Kick out from Zinda.
Look at this, just stop after stop after stop.
This is a crushing amount of offense.
And out to ringside.
To unload on her opponent. We are seeing a next level performance.
Neither one of these superstars willing to give an inch here. Everything on the line. Zinda hard into the apron, and then boom, into the announcer's desk.
This feels so unsafe.
And head first. Again, if somebody cleared that, you could put them through the table. Just throwing it out there, RLWF superstars, throwing it out there. Can you imagine claiming the bounty and then losing the match so it nullifies the bounty? Oh, the ultimate tragedy.
I don't have you walking funny.
Zinda has her up and over for the fallaway slam. And then boom, head first into that post.
She knows she's the best. She's just telling everyone else.
Again, not sure what the count is at. Is the referee even counting? The referee may have forgotten.
Oh, quite an effective counter.
Oh, and now Selena returns the favor. I don't think the referee is counting. Just letting them go, but it isn't supposed to be a no countouts match.
And look at this now, bad intentions coming with this hold.
And there you go, locks in the submission. It won't count at ringside, but
Well, this isn't going to win the fall,
it'll
but it's gonna
definitely
do a
be
lot of
effective
damage.
in wearing down your opponent.
A lot of torque on the small of the back of the neck. One elbow, just like that.
And now she starts counting. Woken up from her stupor. I think she might have been checking her phone, to be honest, in the ring there, which would have been very unprofessional, especially with a contract on the line.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
If there's a draw, I have no idea what happens if there's a draw, if I'm being 100% honest.
Oh, look at this. Inverted.
Oh,
Slam.
hooks the leg. That might be enough, ladies and gentlemen. No. Zinda again.
She's showing incredible resiliency. And that result leaves everyone shocked.
And into the submission hold. Zinda has taken a lot of damage. Is she going to be able to hang on?
How much longer can she hold up?
Agonizing position. Look at
There you go, able to pry her way out of her grasp. Has her up and power slam, or power bomb rather. Hooks the leg. And Zinda. Moving on to season 3, Selena is done. So Malice, depending on how Nikita Nightmare does in her match, may survive to season 3. If not, Zinda will be on her own.
Here is your winner, Zinda.
That was a difficult win, but it was a big win in the record books.
And there you go, big win for Zinda.
And determination.
All right, keeping it rolling.
Here we go, guys.
We have another one-on-one match here. Coming out first, representing the Blue Bloods,
Making his way to the ring.
Lord Philip Osborne.
Blue Bloods.
Is this going to be yet another tag team thrown onto the trash heap
And 13 pounds.
by this night of contract matches?
We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE.
Akira's close enough. Jeremy, they know what you're talking about. It's fine.
Ever.
Lord Philip. And facing him. Oh, is this the last time we are going to hear those jungle drums a-playing, ladies and gentlemen?
And his opponent from
For Gorilla Mondo. Now listen, Gorilla Mondo, again, a former men's champion. And once called the luckiest man in the RLWF, is his luck going to hold out tonight?
Did Jerry Lawler write that line for you?
I mean, if he ever needed to be lucky, this is that moment. Let me start the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to win.
What are you expecting from this superstar tonight?
I mean, we have an aristocratic
Well, he did say earlier that he's going to attack his opponent with
British jerk, and we have a white guy from the jungle. I mean, this is basically the plot of Tarzan in a ring right here.
Acts like he has nothing to lose. I don't care who you are. Taking on
I mean, we know how that turned out, but
always dangerous.
is it going to be the same here in the RLWF? I don't know.
Back onto him.
And responds with a counter of their own.
Osborne with a nice combination on Mondo,
Backside of an elbow.
putting his pugilistic skills to work, but there's the reversal from Gorilla.
Temple's being made a target.
But once again, right back to work. Osborne just hammering
Nice neck breaker.
on Mondo,
Damage he's taken is
who
starting
rolls
to
out of the
pile up.
ring.
No need to
Lord
panic.
Phillips
He's
going
still
right out
swinging.
after him. Ooh, head first into the announcer's desk on the way down there.
Oh,
But
just
there's the
turned that
reversal.
around. Goes under the ropes to get
Into the
back
ring.
inside.
Gorilla taking a little break. The referee trying to give him a little bit of space.
Look at him totally vibing.
Okay.
Lord
consider
Phillip comes
that
out after him
one.
and sends him
That
face
was a
first into the
successful bit of
concrete.
offense with that maneuver.
Reversal from Mondo. DDT onto the concrete floor. Referee has remembered to do countouts this match, which is nice.
From behind. Back suplex.
And now thrown back
And
into the
Mondo
ring.
sent into the ring.
Letting his opponent know
Lord
respect
Phillip
is
telling him to
earned.
get up.
He's still $1 short.
Oh, and a reversal.
Sends him hard into the
There he
turnbuckles.
goes, right into the corner. Oh, he
And there's the
retaliates.
reversal.
Uh-oh.
Tried for the neck breaker, but Lord Phillip
That detour right
using
into
that
the
great
neck breaker.
strength to reverse it. Phillip looking strong, literally and figuratively here in this match. Has him up. Air raid crash. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be the end of Gorilla Mondo? Has his luck finally run out? No. 2.5, but gets the kick out. But here goes Osborne to the top rope. Missed on the knee. Fans going crazy. You know who they'd like to see proceed to Season 3. Mondo just out of breath at this point. Trying to gather himself after that assault by Lord Phillip. Irish whip into the ropes. Into the bridge. Only got the one count. Only got the one count. I'm not sure, Jeremiah. That's going to depend a lot on my schedule. I really don't know. I will try and give as much notice as possible. Flapjack, but the referee calls a rope break immediately. Irish whip into the ropes. Goes nowhere.
Foot to the gut. Offside coming. This isn't going to be pretty.
And the neck breaker.
Gosh. Here's the torture.
Gorilla has him up.
Not finished yet.
And down for the neck breaker. You can see the pain that Lord Phillip is in after that one. Ooh, super kick right to the chest. And now Gorilla going, are we going to see the 450?
Nothing to do with any of that.
Phillip goes to the outside thinking that might stop him, but it does not.
It doesn't matter if you're on the outside.
Flying clothesline, and Gorilla Mondo worked up after that move.
Oh my goodness.
Stomping away on Lord Phillip. He knows he's got the momentum.
Yeah, he's got to surmount this storm coming at him.
Pounding away on him now.
How are they going to hear after this match?
There's the senton. No response here from Lord Phillip. At the mercy of Mondo. Tosses him into the corner, and then Mondo's going to head back in at 7. He might win this by countouts.
They're playing with fire here.
Or is Mondo's going to be impatient and go after him. I don't know if that was the right call. I think I would have waited for the countout, especially with a contract on the line. Get the victory any way you can. DDT onto the concrete. And Gorilla giving himself a hand there.
This fight is pumping him up.
What a barrage of stops.
Gets him with the counter.
Brief sign of adrenaline there for him.
Osborne is going to try and bring this back into the ring, and I don't blame him.
He is truly feeling it right now. As well he should.
The close of this match is just ahead.
And Osborne, double underhook, no.
To get his head in the game.
Gorilla Mondo with the reversal. Shows him how it's done with the suplex.
Yeah, now he has to devise a way back into this.
Top rope. Oh, it could be the 450. It is. And he lands the 450 elbow. Hooks the leg. But the referee again, I mean, his leg sticking right out from underneath there. So Gorilla Mondo says, all right, how about one more for you? A second 450 elbow. Goes to the pin again, but does not move him. He's still in that rope break. And trying to put him up, I think, for the package pile driver, but a timely reversal from Osborne. Caught a break with 2 consecutive. Oh! Air raid crash, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the luckiest man in the RLWF, his luck has finally run out.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Wow. Gorilla Mondo, I thought he had it after landing 2 450s. But credit where credit is due. Phillip Osborne gets the win.
Here's your winner, Lord Philip Osborne.
They just won.
Unbelievable. Now we're going to have to wait and see how Lord Everett does in his match.
Throughout this one. Yeah, this win.
All right, another triple threat match.
And here we go.
Oh, we know who that music is. It is going to be one of the Wild Twins, Wilson Wild. Can you imagine if only one Wild Twin made it to Season 3? Unbelievable.
Weighing in at 287 pounds,
Wilson Wild, though, on his own tonight. I mean, unless Wyatt Wild is one of the other participants in this match. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That would have been even better.
and his opponents first.
Oh, and look at, we're not going to have to wait long to find out the fate of the Blue Bloods because Lord Everett is in this match as well.
239 pounds.
So if Lord Everett wins this match, the Blue Bloods survive. Otherwise, Lord Phillip is going to be stranded in the Season 3 all by his lonesome.
WWE. What are you talking about, Cole? All I see here is a competitor with a healthy amount of self-confidence.
And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready and hide your girlfriends for perhaps the last time.
Sri Lanka, weighing in
Because the Sri Lankan sex machine, Handsome Henry, is here.
Can't watch this entrance. I heard this one backstage.
And it may be for the last time. Can you imagine an RLWF without Handsome Henry?
What they're doing right now, Corey.
Unbelievable.
Good. Let's
It'll be a
see what
day
they
of
got.
national mourning in Sri Lanka if this happens, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me start the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to come out on top. Again, the triple threats are just regular triple threats, not eliminations, not anything crazy like
No
that.
disqualifications in this matchup. What is
Handsome
that
Henry
for
goes
these
right after
superstars?
Wilson Wild, and boom, drops him off his knee, turns his attention to Everett, and hits him with the suplex.
It means someone's leaving an ambulance.
Running
That's
bulldog
what
there from Wild.
disqualification means. He turns it around. No rules, two opponents, and one huge target on your back in a triple threat match. Yeah, Cole, in a situation like
Nice
this,
German
you really
suplex
have
there
to be on
from
your
Lord
toes.
Everett. Of course, the British aristocracy. Lots of German in there.
Able to reverse that one. Here comes that rolling fireman's carry.
Everett has him up and reverse from Henry.
He had it scouted.
All three of them just flailing away at themselves, at each other rather,
Up the chest.
in the middle of the ring. Finally, Wilson gets a little breathing
Taking
room.
this to the outside.
Everyone at ringside now. No countouts in the triple threat and no disqualifications.
Uh-oh, watch out. Double Russian leg sweep.
Look at that, teaming up against Wild.
Here, but how long is it going to last?
Henry, I thought, was going to make a break for it there. I don't know what he was doing. And boom, Pele kick to the top of the head as Wilson Wild grabs those steel steps. And boom, Handsome Henry right in that beautiful kisser.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. Bam.
And the big headbutts.
Brilliant countering by both competitors.
Again, you know, a lot of superstars have already got a pass to Season 3 after the fan voting.
Gets put into the barricade.
The results have not been, the full results have not been released of the fan voting, but I will tell you that out of the women and out of the men, there were two superstars each on either roster that got 0 votes. Everyone else got at least a vote. So I think that is a ringing endorsement of the roster in general. We're not going to let you know who those 0 votes are. We're not going to be mean. Plus, I'm not sure I remember them off the top of my head anyway.
Kick opponent goes down.
Some Henry.
Some great agility into a German suplex. Wow.
German
I did not
suplex,
see
nicely
this
done.
match going on much longer with too many more moves like that from them.
You have got to be in elite physical condition to pull off something like that.
And now all three slugging it out in the corner here at ringside.
Set straight into the barricade.
Wild into the barricade. And Henry's not done yet. Slams him back first. And then the standing shooting star.
It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Gut wrench.
Beautiful suplex. Everett tosses Henry into the steel steps. Wild still taking a little breather.
Let him have this moment. He's earned it.
Saw that one coming. Took advantage.
Henry comes back, returns the favor.
Meet the barricade.
But here comes Wilson Wild.
Nice takedown.
Again, Wilson Wild. Both Wild brothers were star collegiate wrestlers.
You gotta love it.
So they've got those strong fundamentals.
Oh man, meeting the barricade.
Had that one scouted.
One response after another, back and forth we go.
And Wilson sends Everett into the ring.
Into the barricade.
And Handsome Henry is... Oh! Back suplex onto the top of the barricade.
Crucifix head scissors.
And Handsome Henry cleaning house.
And now gets tossed
Everett tossed into the ring. Handsome Henry is finally going to get back inside the squared circle.
Vicious right
That's the only place this one's going to end.
Oh, man. He's starting to... He's going for the pin.
Goes for the pin. Here comes Wilson, but no need.
No time to hesitate.
Kick out from Lord Everett.
Coming.
Back suplex from Wild. Nice dodge. And there's the reversal from Lord Everett.
He left an opening.
And the powerbomb into the pin. And Henry got in there, but Wild was able to kick out after two.
Saw it coming and answered with a sharp elbow. Oh, he's got him up high.
Fall away slam by Everett.
He's looking completely lost as he
Setting him up for something. Could be bad news for Handsome Henry. Everett's got him up and down.
Now that is the kind of move that wins matches.
Wild charges. Everett ready for him.
Beautiful athleticism.
And a Hurricane Rana.
Nearing the end. There is no
Everett
way
looks
this
like
can
he's
go
going to go.
off
The siren call, the steel steps. Even Lord Everett falls prey to it.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want.
A golden opportunity.
What now?
Slammed into that barricade. That barricade's getting work. RLWF fans who paid out cash to get those primo front seats. Getting their money's worth, that's for sure. Wild tripping over the steel steps there.
Exploder suplex. And finds a counter.
Wilson Wild tossed back into the ring.
Pride and poise personified.
Tombstone
And, oh, tombstone lung blower from Handsome Henry. Moves the steel steps out of the way. Everyone at ringside again.
Need to rush. Getting carried. Unsure what they're thinking.
And there we go. Everett Albright pounding away. And he and Wilson are going to team up here against the Handsome One
No, don't do that.
before he's tossed inside the ring. Shot to the forehead there by Wilson Wild. He's going to go in after Henry, try and sneak and get a pin here. Oh, so close.
How does anyone kick out
So
at this point?
close. A golden opportunity. I mean, a great move by Wilson Wild. Exploder suplex. Here comes Everett with the chair, but doesn't get a chance to use it. Oh! Dropped him head first. And oh, Everett kicks out. What a match. Man, oh man.
I do not know how you survive that.
Staying alive there.
I'll say it now. I mean, it's very unlikely to happen. But if someone wins the bounty and then loses the match, the bounty continues. So that doesn't count. the next person who does it still gets to cash in the bounty. If they get the bounty and proceed to Season 3, they go into Season 3 with a title match. Oh, dropped right on top of the chair. And Everett rolls out a great opportunity for Handsome Henry. He's going to grab a chair. And, oh, nice dodge by Wilson. But, oh, couldn't dodge that one. Henry goes to the pin. Lord Everett in there to break it up, though. Irish whip by Henry. Ooh, into the spine buster. Hooks the leg again, but here's Wilson Wild to break it up. Henry just cannot catch a break. Henry rolls out. Bulldog onto the chair by Lord Everett. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be it. Oh, somehow Wilson Wild kicked out of that one. Here comes Henry. Oh, is he going to get there in time to break it up? He is. Just barely.
It's not over yet.
Henry going under for another kendo stick. Meanwhile, Everett was going to set up Wilson Wild for something. Instead, Henry comes and attacks him with the kendo stick. And brass knuckles. Did he just pull brass knuckles out of his trunks and hit Wilson Wild with it? Henry caught him, but I think that's exactly what just happened. Hit it under his cuff. We'll have to check the replays, but I believe that might have been a little bit of cheating there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's a no-holds-barred match, so. Hooks the leg. Is Handsome Henry going to Season 3? He is. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that. The Blue Bloods and Too Wild are over. We are laying waste to the tag team divisions in the RLWF, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a whole new world in Season 3. And Handsome Henry, the Sri Lankan sex machine, is going to be a part of it. Listen.
Here is your winner, Handsome.
Fans everywhere rejoicing, but doubly so in the great nation of Sri Lanka. A huge, huge win for Handsome Henry.
One man.
All right. One-on-one in the women's division.
Making her way to the ring.
And making her way down to the ring, Fox Burton. Don't let her cheery disposition fool you. She is probably heartbroken inside that her partner, Alexia Fox, lost her match earlier and is not going to be with her in Season 3. Fox Burton trying to salvage something for the Fabulous Foxes here. But she is going to have to get through Mauler. And again, if Mauler loses, then that means the partnership between her and Tamatonga would come to an end. Baron Max is being incredibly suspicious in the background, guys. What are you doing? He's looking at me like he's up to something.
This is a match she has long.
All right, let me start the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to win.
And here's the superstar who's been touted to display all the attributes needed to be at the top of the women's division.
And Mauler going to work.
What success she's had, I believe there's even
well, I mean, you know, Noah, I mean, you've got a point because, I mean, Mauler and Tonga have been a tag team a long time. Maybe, like I say, maybe this is an opportunity, right? Whether they want it or whether they don't want it. It might be an opportunity for someone to kind of break out of that tag team, you know, tag and establish themselves as so. I mean, we've seen the Mauler, like I say, just recently with some success in solo when she was at the Royal Rumble, had that great performance at the Royal Rumble. So, you know, we know that these ladies can perform individually. And this might just be the right opportunity for them. We'll have to see.
Getting cut down by surprise.
We'll have to wait and see.
Jumping snapmare. What a move.
And the Mauler heading back inside the ring to avoid the countout.
That she has even more left in her
But
tank.
heads right back out again after Fox Burton said something. I think got Mauler a little riled.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a
And
match
Fox
hoping
Burton
to get
taking
chucked
advantage.
around like that.
Oof, tossing Mauler around at ringside here. And Mauler vibing, or sorry, Fox Burton vibing there. Exactly. I mean, Mauler was unstoppable in that Royal Rumble. If she had entered a few spots below, she might have very well taken the whole thing. So we know what she's capable of, and she's showing some of it right now. Fox gets out of the way there and heads back into the ring. Again, they're at a 7 count. Nobody wants a double count out here, that's for sure. Oh, God, David, honestly, it didn't even occur to me until the stream started what's going to happen if that happens. I've got an idea in my head, so if it happens, I think I'm prepared. But I'll keep it a secret just in case, so it'll make it more exciting.
Gained the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
They lock up. Mauler
Tossed into the corner.
sends her into the corner. And a reversal from Burton. Hits her with the splash. But again, a counter from Mauler. And boom.
Ooh, what a nasty kick.
Some boots to the face of Fox Burton. And now she's going to go right back to working the arm.
Bumping the knee for more punishment.
She's in serious pain. Yeah, this is a dire situation right now. Paying it right back with a reversal. Big
Counter by Burton.
She wants the contact.
I mean, what a back and forth contest so far. I don't think anybody's got 4 moves in a row. Oh, nice little flip there. You know I love a little monkey flip.
Example of confidence she's showing here.
Look at the Mauler showing off the guns there.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Just disrespectful. Able to parry that one.
Nice dodge from Fox Burton and almost knocked the mask right off her face with that clothesline.
angle belly to back suplex.
And oh, shoulder block from Fox Burton, hooks the leg. Trying to punch her ticket to season 3, but
Inches of victory,
no
only
luck.
to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps
Fox
getting
Burton
more and more
with a few
exciting.
choice words.
Left to try that maneuver again, or is her confidence shaken? Oh, directly to the body.
Mauler rolls
She has
out.
to mind the 10 count.
Fox Burton making her way over to her, and oof. No, there's the reversal. Into the announcer's desk.
Don't want to be part of these problems. Don't want to be part of this.
There you go. Mauler is thinking. Mauler is thinking long term here. You love to see it.
I don't want to see this
Heads back
happen.
in though, and here comes Fox. Oh, nope.
And
Out
countouts
she
are
goes.
legal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside. Perfect kick.
And Mauler heads back into the ring.
Taking this to the floor. With the counter. She throws
Fox
her
tossed
in.
back inside the ring. And the Mauler feeling very confident about her chances here.
Made her pay for her mistake.
Nice combination here on Fox, then grabs her by the hair and tosses her into the mat. And she has her up, and oh!
Pushing down. Can she shut the door on this one?
Moving her maybe away from the ropes, hoping for a pin, perhaps. That's exactly what's going on. Is this finally it? Is Mauler going to season 3? Not yet. Not yet, ladies and gentlemen. Fox Burton. Fans shouting, "This is wrestling," and they are not wrong. I mean, it's literally true, but we also get the spirit of what we're saying. Rope break there. Good eye by Peter Jordanson. And another elbow drop. And Fox has her up. Putting in the squeeze, trying to get the submission out of Mauler, but Mauler with a couple of shots to the ponytail there and manages to get herself free. Irish whip off the ropes. And, oh, beautiful arm drag. And the Mauler once again giving it to the crowd. Back out to ringside.
What's she gonna do?
And Mauler decides to head back in, at least for now. Nope, changed her mind again. Why not? Oof, big headbutts.
Not the hair. Anything but the hair.
Win at any cost.
I mean, an incredible back and forth contest. Listen, I couldn't pick it. I couldn't pick it at this point. It is anyone's to win, anyone's to lose.
Heading back to the ring.
4 count, Mauler heads back in, but is she going to stay there? Seven count, and Fox is going to head back in.
Manages to beat the count and get back in the ring. With no time to spare, really.
Suplex from the Mauler. Oof, and the big forearm. Hooks the leg. Oh, good eye from Peter Jordanson. At the last moment, gets her hand on that rope. Mauler throwing a fit inside the ring. She is steaming. Hits the suplex. Irish whip into the ropes, or into the turnbuckles, rather. And now, some shots to the midsection, and a few more to go. A few more to boot here. Hooks the leg, and again a rope break. Good eye by the referee. Mauler beyond frustrated at this point.
She's into the ring again. Impressive reversal there.
Fox trying to pick her up for a slam, but nice reversal there from Mauler. Mauler runs at her, runs right into a back body drop.
And in the late going, she is still able to distribute.
Again, back and forth, back and forth.
Wicked kick to the lower back.
Mauler has got to spend a little less time gloating and a little more time putting in the work.
Massive double foot stomp.
Letting those kicks fly, but Fox caught one of them. Has her on the ropes.
Big right hand.
Irish whip, missed on the elbow. Oof, caught her on the clothesline, though. And colossal clutch going for the submission hold. We have not had any submissions yet tonight, and we won't see one yet. Everyone out to ringside again.
Mindful of the referee's count here. Coming back into the ring, back to the action. She is adding insult to injury, and I love it.
Fox back in the ring. And look at this, immediately into the Bowflex, ladies and gentlemen. Stealing a page out of Lee Bowman's book. Putting the squeeze in with those big, strong arms. Is she going to make the Mauler tap, or can the Mauler find a way out of this? And she does somehow. but that was awfully close.
She flips it back on her. Oh, man. There's electricity running through this arena right now.
And Fox. Oh!
And that was a precisely measured attack.
Canadian Destroyer, and I can't believe that the Mauler is still standing after that one.
She's got the whole WWE Universe rallying behind her.
At ringside again, drops the elbow on the Mauler.
Oh, God. Countered it just in time.
Mauler with the counter, and oof. The heel kick and the axe kick.
Incredible axe kick.
And Mauler heads back inside the squared circle. Is she going to stay there and wait, maybe getting a count out? We're at a 5 count. The Mauler pacing like a caged animal, finally can't wait, heads out to ringside. Oh, heads back in when she sees that Fox got up, but that's okay. Everyone's back inside the ring now. Irish whip. And, oh, just slingshots her back. And then a big kick across the chest. Hooks the leg. Is this finally enough to put away Fox Burton? It is. Your winner, the Mauler. And the Fabulous Foxes are 0 for 2. Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that the Fabulous Foxes at the Slamaganza pay-per-view had a title match. Had they won that title match against the Stunners, not only would they be the tag team champions, but they would both still have contracts. They have gone from the highest high of the RLWF to the bottom.
She did what she needed to do and
Mauler
came away with a strong victory.
with a hard-fought victory, and we were going to have to wait till later to find out how her partner Tama Tonga fares, but the Fabulous Foxes are no more. All right, next contract match.
I've been looking forward to this one.
Oh, here's a big name, ladies and gentlemen, another former men's champion putting his contract on the line tonight. We have already seen Gorilla Mondo, another former men's champion, get the boots. Are we going to see the same thing for Elijah George? And he is squaring off against Jay Sakamoto, the other half of the Rising Suns. We saw his partner Akira Katsuyori win his match earlier today. So if he is somehow able to beat Elijah George, the Rising Suns are going to live again in Season 3.
That is horrible advice.
Let me start. I mean, that's a tough call. That's a tough draw for Jay Sakamoto, but it has been a crazy night. Anything could happen. Jay going right to work on the big man.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission.
And locks in a submission immediately. But George puts a stop to that. Again, obviously, the size and the strength difference here is noticeable. Elijah George close to 7 feet tall.
Oh, that'll shatter your chest.
I mean, it would be a shame to lose either one of these great RLWF superstars.
Going for an early pin.
Elijah hooks the leg and only gets the 1 count.
Impressive 1 count, but
He's got the shoulders down.
And Jay trying for a sneaky roll-up.
Throws up the shoulder.
he is too
And no
fresh
dice.
to
Can
have
you
him
imagine
check down
losing
there.
your contract to a sneaky roll-up? Oh, tragic. You'd never live it down.
Flapjack. Efficient offense, leaving no breathing room.
Flapjack
Keeping
off
the
the
pressure
ropes.
on.
And Elijah with the power slam. I mean, Elijah's like a full foot taller than Jay Sakamoto, I think, or close to it, if not that exactly. Elijah sent to the outside, though. Sakamoto's coming out. I don't know if that's a great idea. Elijah George was trying to clip the legs up underneath them. Accidentally ran headfirst into the announcer's table. That would have been an even more embarrassing way to lose a match, knocking yourself out against the announcer's desk. Jay heads back in. That's probably a smart idea. They're going to lock up. Jay sends him into the corner. Hits him with the clothesline. And the DDT. Look at that maneuver. Elijah up quickly, but Jay sends him right back to the corner. But Elijah ready for him this time.
An arm wrench.
Big boot into the DDT. Elijah has him up. That's a long way down for that suplex.
Big knee to the midsection.
Knee to the abdominal section, and Elijah
Alpha male looks like.
telling Jay he should probably just give up. I don't think it's going to work.
Right on the lower back.
Into the corner, and then, missed on the follow-up. But Elijah with a vicious spine buster.
For the victory here.
And Jay with another sneaky roll-up.
He breaks the ref's count.
Only got a 1 count. That's got to be. I mean, listen. When you're Jay Sakamoto, you got to put something out. You know, you got to figure something out. Any trick in the book.
Shooting star press, incredible.
Elijah, I believe, is either 6'10" or 6'11". He's a big boy. He's lean, but he's tall.
Picking up speed, building momentum. Trying to change
Sakamoto, I think, closer to 5'11" or 6 foot tops.
Superstar has changed the tides of the match.
I can't remember precisely. Jay rolls him over, tries for the pin here.
Quick count after one.
Only got the 1 count.
Massive effort to overcome the pin.
Sakamoto going top rope. I think that's probably his best idea.
From the top.
And hits him with the thrust kick. Hooks the leg. Ooh, 2 counts.
This is going to come down to who wants it more. Bicycle.
And then, the knee strike. Sakamoto going top rope again. And hits it. Corkscrew moonsault from the top rope. Is Jay Sakamoto going to take this match? Oh, my God. Unbelievable effort here from Jay Sakamoto, pulling out all the stops. And now Elijah. No, reverse. Elijah split open after that DDT. Jay Sakamoto missed on that one. Sakamoto making a match of it, that's for sure. But he has dropped off the apron there. Elijah now. DDT onto the concrete.
Can there be frustration?
And then into the barricade.
Knowing it's going to take more to win this one. You can't let those feelings seep into your psyche.
And again.
You have to keep your focus.
Jay. Wow, with that leaping punch, I think that caught him unawares. But Elijah right back to work with those vicious chops. They're at, I think, about a 7 count. Elijah heading back into the ring, and I think he's comfortable waiting for the count out. There's an 8 count. Are we going to get a count out victory here? Peter Jordanson giving him the warning. 9 count, and Jay in like a shot.
Wow, the last second beat the count out.
Sends Elijah into the corner. And once again, the counter from Elijah hits him with the clothesline and another.
This superstar giving themselves a...
And another flying clothesline. Hooks the leg. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. No, Jay Sakamoto hanging in there. Elijah enraged. Oh, there's the sidekick. That might very well be it then now, ladies and gentlemen. No, kicked out at 2 again. The intestinal fortitude on display from Jay Sakamoto. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Sakamoto. Oh. Locks in the armbar, trying to win by submission. And Elijah does not tap, but the damage done. Continuing to work on that arm. And now working on the other arm. And Sakamoto telling Elijah to get up off the mat. Look, I think he might have hurt himself. Elijah gripping that arm. And Jay with a big kick to the gut. Elijah rolls out. The crowd is electric. They are going wild for Jay Sakamoto. And Sakamoto with a few words for Elijah now. Missed on the knee. But right back to work. Trading blows at ringside.
Defects in his game are leaving him vulnerable. How's that for a count?
Elijah has him up. Way, way up. And way, way down. Oh. Vicious 10th Street Slam into the concrete. And Elijah George turning things around. He's going to head back in again. Not sure what the count is at, rather. But it has just been reset.
Hope he's got a plan. He was waiting for him to make his move.
Elijah has him on the barricade.
Setting up.
And boom.
Vicious Russian leg sweep right into the barricade.
He climbs into the ring.
Elijah back in. Jay out on his feet at the 5 count. And Elijah resets the count again, taking no chances here. There you go. Hip toss counter by Jay.
Off the barricade.
And into the barricade again goes Elijah George. Sakamoto sizing him up here. And the big uppercut. Another combination has him rocked against the steel barricade. He's going to hop in and hop back out. He is going to reset that count again. Into the barricade goes Elijah. He's so tall, the top of the barricade catches him in the small of the back. Makes it extra painful.
Dropping the elbow right on the knee.
What an incredible match, ladies and gentlemen. These two giving it their all, that's for sure. Whoever the winner may be. And another Russian leg sweep back into the barricade. Elijah back in the ring at a 6 count, and Elijah again resets. I don't know. I mean, listen, it's the gentlemanly thing to do, but I think when your contract's on the line, you just take the count out if you can. Into the announcer's desk, and Jay taking an absolute thrashing now at the hands of Elijah George. Trying to get something going, but no dice. Right back onto the barricade. Elijah just pounding away on Sakamoto, and one more time backwards into the barricade. At a 6 count, Elijah's going to head back in, I presume.
The referee continues the count, may cause soon.
And once again, resets the count.
He's taking this to the floor now.
Sakamoto trying to get something going desperately, trying to save his career in the RLWF.
Look at this.
Big backbreaker. I mean, this is why I say go for the count out. I don't think Jay's capable of getting back in on his own at this point. He tosses Elijah in.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding
And he's got some energy somehow. Back in the ring, they're going to lock up. And Elijah with the suplex. And now Elijah setting him up. This could be the end, ladies and gentlemen. The big boot out of the corner. And your winner, Elijah George. And just like that, the Rising Suns are no more. Jay Sakamoto
Here we go.
losing his contract. And Elijah George moving on to season 3.
Here is your winner, Elijah George.
A little worse for wear, but still in the game.
with a win like this. Things
Elijah George's never-ending hunt for that world title
Actually,
continues.
I imagine the win tastes a lot more like pennies.
All right, triple threat match.
the WWE Universe just exploded.
2 of these superstars are getting the boot. 1 is moving on and out first. Lee Bowman.
Triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Essex, Vermont.
Lee Bowman, we already saw Bad Ben
Lee
Cross, his partner in the Crossbows. I mean, literally probably the best tag team in RLWF history. Gone. Bad Ben Cross losing his contract match. Is Lee Bowman going to suffer the same fate?
The competition level.
And next,
Yeah, I like this guy.
from jolly old England, a jolly old superstar. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind. Listen, if just for the intro alone, it's so long. It's so long, I wouldn't mind to see the Jester go. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Jester's a great superstar, a former All-Star champion, but the intro is just too long.
I can only imagine the
And last but not least,
get good.
it is Carter Ford.
Weighing in at 200.
Now, we have already seen the Butcher and Hannibal Armstrong advance to season 3,
For their desire to win at all costs. Some call them desperate.
but Carter Ford came up short in the voting and now has to fight for his life in a triple threat match. So Slaughterhouse may be down to a duo.
Can be downright dangerous.
It's a tough business, Saxton. Dangerous men and women all over the place.
I mean, Carter Ford winning this match would be absolutely huge for Slaughterhouse. But listen, Canadians are dropping like flies tonight. Alexia Fox from Calgary, Alberta, gone. Bad Ben Cross from Windsor, Ontario, gone.
No disqualification
And now,
rules in effect,
Carter
which
Ford from
effectively
Coquitlam, BC,
Nice turn of phrase.
might also be joining that list. Let me start the prediction. You can let me know what you think. Now, listen, the sheer number of Canadians getting the boot tonight, proof
Oh, look at this.
that this is not rigged, ladies and gentlemen.
Suplex off the top rope. Top rope.
Suplex off the top rope from the Jester.
Looking for more damage here.
And Carter Ford tosses Bowman aside. Drops the elbow.
Right on point. Heads out of the ring. What's next?
Again, no countouts, no disqualifications because this is a triple threat match.
Oh, kick to the face.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Counters. This could be an opportunity. Oh, kick connects.
If there's one match type that's all about knowing when to pick your spots, it's got to be the
And
triple threat.
Bowman with the shoulder block.
Means biding your time.
Of course, the steel steps already in the ring did not take long.
Then you just have to pick the bones like the in-ring genius.
Ford has the Jester up. No easy feat. That's a big, beefy Jester.
But still a smart strategy nonetheless. Oh, he knew what was coming. Nice takedown.
Well, I mean, Jester going for a pin, but Bowman is right there, so that's not going to work. You wanted Hannibal Armstrong to do a contract match. I mean, Hannibal Armstrong was near the top of the voting. I mean, again, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, the fans of the RLWF obviously, for some reason, fans of this absolute psychotic. I mean, he might literally kill someone who voted for him. Lee Bowman just yeeted that steel step across the ring. Did you see that? Bowman trying to get Ford up against the ropes, but no dice. And Ford drops Bowman off that top rope, locks up with the Jester. The Jester comes out on top here.
This match grinded him down a little.
And the knife edge chops. Irish whip into the ropes and power slam by Jester. Nicely done.
No respect on his opponent. You gotta love it.
He's got the steel steps and misses on Lee Bowman. Jester trying to turn the tables here. Irish whip by Bowman. Big back body drop, and Carter Ford just waiting to pounce there.
Can't quite get him there.
Nice takedown.
Bowman with that backbreaker. Hooks the leg. 2 count only. The Jester manages to kick out. Carter Ford applauding that kick out. No doubt. And into the Bowflex. And Carter Ford's going to break that up immediately. We know how devastating that submission maneuver is. Carter goes to the pin. Bowman right there. Irish whip. And missed on the knee. Jester, where'd he get that sledgehammer from? I didn't even see him going under the ring. And Bowman didn't see him either.
He's feeling it.
He rolls out of the ring. Turns his attention to Carter Ford. Goes to the pin. Bowman's not going to be able to stop him, but only got the 1 count on Ford.
Letting his opponent know respect is earned, and he's still $1 short.
Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage.
Jester going ham with that sledgehammer. And Carter Ford slamming Jester right onto the logo. And Bowman taking a page out of Victoria Long's book there with a little squat suplex.
Check out this.
Power bomb.
He's looking a little weary now.
And now Bowman's going to get a little just desserts with that sledgehammer, but not for long. He gets the butt bump from the Jester. I guess you'd call it the rump bump. That'd be a good name for it, the rump bump. And the Jester catches Carter by the foot and looks like he's going to do a little tag team here with Bowman. Only temporary, though.
Powerless position to be in right now. Oh, no.
And, the Jester powerbombed off the top of the barricade. Carter Ford tosses him back into the ring and follows him. And pump handle backbreaker. Hooks the leg, the Jester nowhere in sight. Oh, 2 count only. Lee Bowman kicks out. Carter's going to roll out, and it is going to be Bowman versus the Jester, at least for a moment. Jester's got that sledgehammer again, but missed. Oh, face first. Hooks the leg, but Carter Ford back inside already. They lock up. Bowman deciding what to do with him. And slams him in the corner. Thinks that might be enough. 2 count only.
Obviously still has some fight left. He's got him scouted.
Missed on the clothesline. Carter Ford grabs Jester from behind, putting a squeeze on his brain box. And then face first into the mat. Lee Bowman rights and lefts has Carter Ford stunned. Irish whip into the ropes. And up and over for the back body drop. Pin right in the middle of the ring. 2 count only. Carter Ford kicks out. Here comes the Jester with that kendo stick. But Lee Bowman ready for him. Reversal from the Jester. Oh, setting him up for something. Bowman could be in trouble here. Are we going to see the carousel? That is exactly what we're going to see. Round and round she goes. Keep your arms and legs inside at all times. Carter Ford, though, in there immediately to break that one up.
And he's able to reverse. There's some power behind that punch. Suplex.
Jester taking care of business in there so far. There's the neck snap on Bowman, who's going to roll out of the ring. Big leaping dropkick on Carter Ford from the Jester. And now going to work with that kendo stick.
Take a good look at a real life.
And the Jester doing very, very well for himself here right now. There's the handstand headlock just showing off at this point.
Has the opposition in the palm of his hand, and he knows it.
And he's just become merciless here. Yeah, he has planted himself in the driver's seat.
And again.
Wow.
Bowman with the spine buster. And a backbreaker. He's going to go for the pin. Carter Ford just getting to his feet. Is he going to get there in time? He is not. Lee Bowman. Lee Bowman won the last remaining half of the crossbows. And manages to come out with the victory. Unbelievable. The Jester and Carter Ford gone.
Here is your winner, Lee Bowman.
And Lee Bowman is going to begin perhaps a solo career here.
I applaud all 3 of these superstars.
Unbelievable results. All right. One-on-one action. We're continuing here. And out first, one half of the Gate Crashers. It is Jesse Scott.
From Gold Coast, Australia, Jesse Scott.
Again, the Gate Crashers, the original women's tag team champions, 2-time champs. Is Jesse Scott going to continue to season 3? And her opponent,
And from Auckland, New Zealand,
her tag team partner, Rachel Warren. The Rando Lando Wheel of Destiny is cruel sometimes. And we are going to see the end of the Gate Crashers no matter how this match turns up. Only one of these 2 ladies is going to make it to season 3. Partner against partner in a contract match. It is tragic Absolutely tragic. Let me start the prediction. Listen, they got to go all out. I know they're close friends. I know they're both hurting inside because of this, but at the same time, they've got to think about their own careers. They've got to give it their all. And that's exactly what we're going to see here.
Woman who's been salivating at this opportunity. Woman who's more dangerous now than she's ever been.
That kind of focused attack on the ring.
And Rachel Warren has Jessie into the corner, off the top rope, and Hurricane Rana. Great move. And now stomping away on Scott. And again.
Something they'll want to keep up.
Into the quick cover.
Rolls are over. There's the cover.
Manages to avoid the pinfall.
And she really
And
took
only
her
got the
time
2
getting out of
counts.
that one.
She heads out of the ring.
Interesting strategy.
At ringside here, and Rachel Warren drops her to the concrete. Again, Rachel Warren in control since the jump. I mean, Jeremiah's going for Rachel. I don't know if I could pick my favorite gate crasher. This is another team that I have a fondness for simply because they, you know, they were the first, historically, they were the first tag team champions on the women's side, so I feel nostalgic. And also, I just, you know, listen, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, baby. They've got a strong grunge 90s aesthetic that appeals to me. That's probably why they are designed that way.
Down now. Able to avoid there. Oh, man. What a nasty STO.
Jessie Scott trying to get the momentum turned her way now. Sends Rachel back into the ring. Irish whip by Warren. And boom, look at that maneuver. The athleticism of Rachel Warren on display.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Again, Rachel Warren a little more with the acrobatics, whereas Jessie Scott a little more straightforward brawler. It's what made them a great team together. That clash of styles, but Rachel Warren just handing out sentons like it's Halloween.
Could still go either way.
Well, that's exactly that. They'll live forever in the stat sheet. Exclamation mark stats to see the stat sheet, or if you're watching on YouTube, check the links below to see the entire statistical history of every single superstar, every single match, every single pay-per-view, all linked to the YouTube matches and shows themselves. Right there at your fingertips, baby.
Reversal. What a counter. Could that be the table turn
On the ropes. Jessie with the back suplex. And Rachel
And countouts are legal, so
rolls out of the ring, but here comes Jessie Scott. Hesitating a moment. Hesitating a moment. You saw it.
Really just laying it in.
And now blowing a kiss. Listen,
Reaching out for that burst of energy.
that wasn't even a sarcastic blow of a kiss. That was a genuine show of affection there for her tag team partner. I'm sure they hate doing this, but you got to do what you got to do. I mean, the stat sheet is going to need a major overhaul because we're going to have so many superstars move to the inactive section. Right now, there's only maybe eight superstars in the inactive section, and that's going to triple probably.
She's got to reestablish herself back into the match now.
Jessie Scott very much in control of the match right now.
she's in danger of a count out here.
I don't know if she cares.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Maybe we'll do a YouTube short. Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone. 2 count only. Maybe we'll do a YouTube short, a little in memoriam for all the people who lose their contract, and we'll try and put Sarah McLachlan. It'll get copyright struck, but we'll try and put Sarah McLachlan music over it, or some version. We'll see. Listen, I got a 5 million things to do this weekend. That's low on the list. 2. Oh my goodness, thought she might have had it there.
She kicked out? No way. She actually kicked out?
She's about to rise up to something catastrophic.
And Rachel Warren, no, Jessie dodges whatever it is that Rachel Warren was going for there. Jessie Scott has her up and reversed. Both partners giving it their all.
The breaking point must be on the horizon.
But yet they continue forward, showing no desire to quit.
You are not wrong, David. I was laughing so hard at the Royal Rumble at Slamaganza when it looked like I was going to be eliminated like immediately, because that was 100% the vibe that I give when I'm in the wrestling ring. I am the worst wrestler in RLWF history. That is why I am on commentary, ladies and gentlemen, on commentary.
At this stage of the match, they are clearly
I am thus far 0 for 2 in my RLWF career. Still waiting for that first big win. And now Jessie locks in the armbar, trying to make her own partner tap to lose her contract, but Rachel Warren, just wriggling like a snake, manages to get herself out of it. They lock up. Warren has her up. No, countered by Jessie Scott.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Cinches up the arm and a series of boots.
And Jessie Scott setting up Rachel for something now. And reaches around and locks in the submission hold.
That's it. What's going to happen here? I think she's got an opportunity to
Can Rachel Warren hold on once again? Rachel Warren, limber, able to roll her way out of that. Irish whip into the ropes. And there you go, pounces on her with the Thez press. Blows to the face, but there's the counter by Scott. They're gonna lock up again. What a back and forth battle between two friends, two partners.
Not done yet.
And now Rachel Warren with the three amigos.
Going for a third.
No, goes for instead that into the bridge. Is this finally enough? 1, 2, 3. And Rachel Warren moves on, and Jessie Scott is done.
Here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
They'll be celebrating in New Zealand, but crying in Australia tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And the Gate Crashers are no more.
Here is your winner, Rachel Warren.
Rachel Warren
I'm still in shock.
with
This
the
was
victory.
definitely a grueling match for all competitors.
All right, another singles match, and out first. It is Stone Justice.
The following contest is scheduled for
110% effort, 0% body fat, but what percentage of a contract will he have at the end of this match? I mean, it's got to be either 0 or 100. There's no, you can't be half the contract. But the point is, Stone Justice, the pride of Los Angeles, California, making his way to the RLWF ring, perhaps for the last time.
and his opponent.
And he is going to be facing Gabriel Reed. We already saw his tag team partner, Payne Chase, lose his match earlier this evening. And we are going to have to see if that's going to emotionally impact you when you're trying to concentrate on victory. The Anarchists are no more, but will Gabriel Reed continue? That is the question.
And here we have a superstar with a big chip
Let
on
me
his
start the
shoulder.
prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to win.
Well, he has a chance to change
Both
that perception
very
of this
strong
matchup.
superstars. So, I mean, it's going to be an interesting match regardless.
This guy's been tormenting the WWE roster
Justice has
for
him up,
weeks
but
now.
nice reversal from Gabriel.
He
Oh,
knows
ooh.
how to avoid
Stone
contact.
Justice reversing a reversal.
Jeez.
Has him high above his head and down to the mat in a hurry.
He turns it around.
Counter to the bear hug there from Gabriel Reed, but Stone Justice right back to work.
Each competitor showing they've done their homework.
Back and forth here.
And just like that,
And
he
Justice
sent
launched
crashing the
to
floor.
ringside.
Heads outside,
by
but
Reed.
this one has to end in the ring.
Half and half
Oh.
suplex. Lights out.
Suplex drops him right on the back of his head.
What's coming next? The shoulders.
And now, back stunner. Gabriel Reed impressing so far.
Into the barricade. Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade.
And, rammed into the ring post and then to the concrete by Stone Justice.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Yeah, but he's not
They did, David. Jay Sakamoto lost his match to Elijah George. And the Rising Suns are no more.
And he's
Akira
taking this to the
Katsuyori is going to have to
outside
find his
now.
own way in Season 3.
Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade.
Yeah, double arm lock song. I've seen Saxon thrown out of a few local bars like
And
that
Stone
before.
Justice
Please don't remind
giving
me,
a little
Corey.
flex for the fans, but he's got to concentrate on the issue at hand.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake. And he gets delivered
Justice
back
tossed into the ring.
And
And
knew what was coming.
slugging it out back and forth. Irish whip into the ropes. And up and over with the belly-to-belly suplex.
Start counting, Saxton.
And Gabriel Reed
We could be here all day.
Power.
taking his time and then landing the
There he
suplex.
goes for the win. Kick out at one.
Not doing
Only
it
a
too
one
at this
count.
point has gotta say
Gabriel's going to have to do a little more work than that to
He's
get
heading
Stone
to the
Justice
floor,
down.
but he can't take his time.
Out of the way in time.
And once again, Stone Justice with the big slam, this time onto the concrete. Oh, look at that maneuver. The agility of Stone Justice. Big neck breaker. And Gabriel Reed tossed aside.
He's channeling the crowd's energy.
And Stone Justice trying to get the crowd behind him, but
He's feeling
again, this is not the match to be showboating.
hear that impact. Well scattered reversal there. And returning to the ring.
Tossed back into the ring by Gabriel.
Testing fate here in danger of a countout.
Oh, I thought Jay had Elijah. I really did. That was such a great match. And look at the blocks here.
With a headbutt.
Stone Justice blocking the belly-to-belly.
Suplex.
And then a back suplex. Reed crawling to the corner, but I don't think he's going to get much respite from Stone Justice there. He is tossed
Tossed around.
from corner to corner.
Swinging
And now the swinging neck
He's
breaker.
really gotten into his zone right now.
He's
Gabriel
mixing
Reed in
precision
some pain
and
after that one.
physicality with his attacks
And
here.
Stone Justice showboating again.
down to
Pounding away.
and a double axe handle smash.
And he's able to
Oh, nice deflection there from Gabriel Reed, but Stone Justice right back to work, has him way up again.
Connects.
No, didn't catch him that time. One too many times, Gabriel Reed learned his lesson. And got the reversal.
Oh, what a counter.
What's coming here?
And Stone Justice
There he is.
locks in a sharpshooter,
Complete control. Opponent has nowhere to go. Could
trying for the submission again. We haven't seen a single submission all night. And we're not going to see one yet. Hip toss there from Justice.
Heads outside, but this one has to end in the ring.
Sky-high monkey flip.
He has been here before. he
And
knows
once again,
what he
Stone
needs to
Justice
do.
being distracted here. Discus punch splits Gabriel open though.
The sound of this crowd.
Again, I mean, listen, we have seen some strange behavior from Stone Justice over the course of Season 2. And I feel like that's only just continuing here.
Back to the mat.
I mean, a very different Stone Justice we're seeing in the ring right now to who debuted way back a year and a half ago in Season 1.
Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Counter by Reed, trying to get something going here against Justice, who's been dominating for the last few minutes.
Crushing the knee there.
Reversal. Can he take advantage? Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
And they, again, what? Listen. It may be all a moot point. If Stone Justice loses this match, then that's going to be it. But if he makes it to Season 3, we might have to unpack a few things psychologically with him. Oh, but that might be it now. His Season 3 dreams might have just ended with that move. No. Kicks out after 2.
You would think he'd be out of it after taking that maneuver, and it may just take going to the well one more time with that.
Big drop kick there from Justice.
Check out this power, ladies
And Stone Justice has him up. And into the power slam. The jackhammer, is that going to finish him off? No. Gabriel Reed with the shoulder up. Unbelievable.
Goes to show you just never know what your opponent's capable
Off the ropes, drops the big leg.
Kitchen sink in there, but to no avail. You have to think these competitors
And
expect
another
this to
discus
be a
punch.
difficult challenge.
Even so, at this stage, things just get more and more dangerous. Fatigue starts setting in, and you don't know exactly have all your wits about you.
Oof, they both missed on that one. Oh! He caught him the second time around. Repositioning him, taking him an awful long time to reposition. Not sure what he's even setting up for here. Oh, we're going to find out. A power bomb is what we're going to setting him up for. And now, submission hold.
An extreme amount of pressure in this submission.
Locked in. And oh, I thought that was him just rolling out of it. I thought that was him tapping. Oof, I thought that was it. Stone Justice back up off the mat with a little fire in his eyes. Oh, big spine buster, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the anarchists are no more. Stone Justice moves on to Season 3.
Another peek at the moves he saw in that match.
Inner demons and all, apparently. A great match from both superstars, but in the end, there is your winner. Stone Justice, 100% contract able. All right, the final triple threat match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And out first, one of Jeremiah's favorites. The Future, Aldo Cruz. And I mean, you almost feel like you have to bet on Aldo Cruz, because if he's from the future, why would he come back knowing that he was going to lose his contract? Right? Logic. Logic, ladies and gentlemen. If he's a time travel, clearly he's going to win this match. That's just my prediction right there. Without even revealing the other two. But for you, I will reveal the other two. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, you know who the fans are going to be behind in this match. Because here comes Jesus Cruz. Jesus Cruz. Are we going to lose our favorite lucha? Two-time former All-Star champion, Jesus Cruz. The pride of Mexico.
And here he comes.
And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the other half of Too Wild. It is Wyatt Wild dancing his way down to the ring. His brother Wilson already gone, eliminated. So if Wyatt manages to win this match, he is going to move on to Season 3 without his brother for the first time. Let me start the prediction, and you can let me know who you think is going to win.
With the bell rung and no
I won't, without revealing all the vote totals, I will say that Wyatt Wild got way more votes than Wilson Wild. I don't know why that is. They're basically the same person. But for some reason, people liked Wyatt Wild over Wilson Wild, and I don't know. You'll have to explain it to me, people who voted for Wyatt Wild. Now, David, I may not have cursed. I may not have cursed Aldo Cruz there. We don't know that. We'll find out, I suppose. And reversal there from Jesus.
He turns it around.
Aldo Cruz happy to stay on the perimeter. Oh, my goodness. And wait for his spot, and here is his spot. Drags Jesus to the ropes, but Wyatt grabs him from behind, hits him with the back suplex.
Jumping stop to the gut. I don't know what they're looking
They lock up Aldo Cruz, of course, looking for a little inspiration under the ring, and the leaping DDT. But Aldo with the kendo stick, wailing away on Jesus.
You're back at all times in a triple threat match. Any other advice, Corey? Yeah, here's something.
Jesus up off the mat, though, sends him into the corner.
As much as possible.
Wyatt Wild gyrating on the outside.
You can spend out of the action, the better situated you'll be to come in at the last moment and deliver the finishing blow yourself.
And tilt-the-world DDT on Aldo Cruz, but Wyatt Wild back in the match and making his presence known. Goes to the pin. Only got the one count on the great Jesus Cruz. Listen, maybe not every single match, Jeremiah. That might get a little bit tiresome. There's the pin from Jesus. Only got the one count.
More to put this one away.
Ooh, harsh kick.
And a big forearm to Wyatt Wild.
What a clothesline.
Aldo paces around the ring, decides to head out to get that kendo stick. Jesus in the meantime with the flying Mayorana on Wyatt. Kendo stick to the back, broken on Jesus. Again, I think Wyatt's strategy here so far has been good. He's kind of been on the periphery. He's kind of picking his spots and then ducking out. I mean, we'll see if it pays off for him, but he's doing well. Reversed into the shoulder block, but here comes Jesus Cruz. No, blocked by Wild. He's got him up. And off the... Oh, he dropped him off of Aldo Cruz. I have never seen that before, ladies and gentlemen. What a move. He dropped him right off the top of Aldo Cruz's head and then hot-shotted Aldo to ringside. Jesus Cruz not happy about it, though. Taking out his frustrations on Wyatt. And now he and Aldo are going to team up temporarily, at least.
When it's everybody for themselves, sometimes you just have to do what's needed to get the job done.
And Wyatt has Jesus up and over for the exploder suplex.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Punch right in the head.
Irish whip. And oh! Vicious sidewalk slam from Wyatt. Off the ropes he goes and hits the splash. Jesus from behind catches him with the wheelbarrow DDT. Whips Wyatt into the corner. And what's he going to do now? Has him up and... Oh my God. Launches him face first into that middle turnbuckle. Aldo has Jesus up now, but Jesus with the reversal.
Cutting off the offense with a nasty chop block.
And another wheelbarrow DDT on Aldo. Nice dodge, nice dodge.
He saw it coming.
Counter from Jesus.
Good timing with that reversal.
A great sequence there. Goes to the pin on Jesus. 2 count only. Kicks out. Neckbreaker on Wyatt. Oof, just grazed him on that discus clothesline. And Wyatt with a straight shot to the face of Jesus Cruz, and now flattens Aldo. Hooks the leg. Oh, so close. Wyatt Wild. Swish Badone. But the leaping DDT. And now Jeremiah. Little Cruz on Cruz action, and Jesus Cruz moves on to season 3 just like that. Wyatt Wild did the work.
Here we go.
And Jesus Cruz took the victory. And the future, well, there is no future for Aldo Cruz. And both Wild Twins eliminated. It is back to TikTok for the both of them.
Here is your winner,
Jesus Cruz.
Quite the performance from all 3 superstars.
Moving
in this
on
match.
to season 3.
You can't get much better than
Let's see what she can do.
All right. One-on-one action, and coming out first, there she is. Tama Tonga.
Making her way to the ring from the Polynesian Islands. Tama Tonga.
We have already seen her partner move forward to season 3, so if Tama Tonga can get a victory here, that partnership can continue in the tag team division.
This woman is ready to fight.
But to do so, she is going to have to get through Nikita Nightmare.
Nikita Nightmare.
Once again, Zinda also won her match, so both of their tag team partners have already gotten through to season 3. One team will survive, and one team will be done forever. Let me start the prediction. This killed me. This was the match that made me want to cheat and respin the Wheel of Destiny. I never do that, guys. I try to keep it. I mean, randomness is the whole point of this. But that was the one that made me want to cheat. This one right here, because I love both Tama Tonga and Nikita Nightmare, and it kills me that one of them is going to be gone. Tama Tonga with a 2 count already. Absolutely kills me.
right to the back of the knee.
Now, of course, the other thing, too, to remember about tag teams is that we have a draft coming up. And although GMs will have the opportunity to draft established tag team partners back-to-back, they're not obligated to do so. So you could have, say, Malice both proceed. Hang on. There we go. Tama Tonga out of that pretty quickly. You could have, say, Zinda and Nikita Nightmare both move to season 3, but then get drafted to opposite brands. And so Malice still may not continue. Everything is up in the air, guys. Everything up in the air. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. If you don't get that reference, ask your dad. Tonga into the corner. Oof. Knife edge chop.
Draped upside down in a tree of woe.
Stuck in a tree of
And
doing whatever they please.
taking advantage of Tama Tonga in that tree of woe. and now working on the arm. I don't think we're not going to do. I don't think we're going to do any mid-season. I mean, we would do contract. The only reason we would do contract matches again mid-season is if we had such an influx of new community members that there just wasn't room on the roster, and we had to get rid of some Rando Lando. So at that point, we might do some contract matches. But I think we probably. I mean, listen, who knows? The whole thing could blow up. But I think at the pace we're going, I think we can still accommodate the Rando Landos for at least another season here. Exactly. Freddie knows. Freddie knows.
Around the neck.
And Tonga. STO. Stomping away.
Mounting a downed opponent. Look at them go over and over.
I mean, the bad news for me is that one of these ladies is not going to be in Season 3, but the good news is one of these ladies is going to be in Season 3. So, what are you going to do? Ooh,
If it works, it works.
Tama Tonga up and over that top rope.
This is her time to shine, and don't you forget it.
Back in the match, and oof. Hit her midair with that drop kick.
Oh, just turn that around.
And oh,
But effective.
Tonga with the backbreaker.
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here. This match is wearing her down.
And hanging tough, but beginning to show some wear and tear. Might want to think about
Referee
picking up
with the
pace a
count.
And gets
Nikita
tossed
Nightmare
back into the
tossed
mat.
back into the ring.
Big forearm.
Did you hear the impact? Oh, strong impact.
Oof. Nice reversal there from Nikita Nightmare.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
And now just pounding away on the side of the knee.
Aggressive attacks.
Nikita Nightmare pulling out all the stops, and who could blame her? Irish whip again. That one goes nowhere. They bounce harmlessly off each other, and now head scissors. DDT face first into the mat. Goes Nikita, hooks the leg. 2 count only.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
And oh, missed on the Samoan splash. And Nikita doing a little showboating of her own. Again, I don't know if that's the best call here. Hooks the leg. 2 count only. Tonga.
Less than a second to stay alive there.
Kick lands.
She's going up.
Top rope here.
Nikita Nightmare top rope. Are we going to see the Eclipse? That's exactly... No! Reversal from Tonga. But a quick sneaky pin from Nikita. Oh, almost a 3 count.
Everyone thought that was the ring.
Unbelievable.
Insulting.
Tama Tonga crawling to the corner, and oh, the big knee right to the face.
She's gaining momentum here, guys. Yeah, she is absolutely showing no remorse. Just stretching out the arm.
And again, you know, we had a couple of Rando Landos that were grandfathered in because they're part of stables, but the next time we do this, I'm just giving everybody lots of warning. We will not be grandfathering anybody in. No Rando Lando will be safe, no matter what their situation, except perhaps if they're a title holder. Beyond that. But I didn't want to screw up all your stables right off the bat, so you've been warned now for season 4 of RLWF.
We are just seeing sheer perseverance. Nothing is being left back.
They lock up. Nikita Nightmare dragging Tonga to the ropes, but Tama Tonga fighting back with elbows to the ribs. Slammed to the mat. They're going to lock up again. Nikita Nightmare has her up and over for the snap suplex.
Now she's allowing the soak it all in.
And Nikita's going to go top rope again. Is she looking to hit the Eclipse? If she does, it could be curtains for Tonga.
He's gonna try again.
And boom, got her that time.
She's closing the book on this one.
Oh, rope break. The referee caught it this time. Leg caught in the rope. We saw earlier he had missed it. Obviously, someone talked to him in between matches. Nikita, though, going to the middle rope.
She's got her where she wants her.
What is she going to do here? And boom. Oh, the elbow to the top of the head. Tama Tonga in a heap of trouble here against Nightmare.
That's gonna sting.
And there you go. Nice counter by Tonga. She has got to get going and get going quick here. And looks like Tonga heard what I was saying. She's going to go top rope. Is she going to hit the Samoan splash from that far away? She is. Hooks the leg. Oh, 2 count only.
That took some serious endurance. I'll give you that.
But if we see
And Tama Tonga fired up now.
apparently not, what a comeback.
Sends her into the corner.
They want them into the corner.
Oh, what are they gonna do?
And Tonga, top rope. Split leg moonsault from the top rope. Hooks the leg. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Tonga and Mahler are moving forward into season 3. And Nikita Nightmare and Malice are done. They will be celebrating on the Isle of Tonga tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Tama Tonga from a long history of proud Polynesian wrestlers.
Here is your winner.
And we are glad to see that tradition continue into season 3.
A victory like that, you gotta be feeling pretty good about yourself.
I mean, the crowd booing because they all hate Tonga, but
Watching this one, and she is
historically, you have to appreciate the win. And the final contract match of the night. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. Coming out first, the KO Queen, former RLWF Women's Champion, Sonya Gray.
Sonya Gray.
Ever since I took my spot here at the
Is the
commentary
queen
table, I
going to
wanted
be
call
dethroned
this match. I cannot
and
wait to
exiled
finally do it.
from her kingdom? I mean, there's going to be a lot of concussion specialists who are going to be crying if Sonya Gray loses her contract. I'll say that much.
A major match ahead of her. She plans on
Trying to skip this scene. There we go. And her opponent.
Here we go. She is
Get ready, Jeremiah. Because it is Whitney Parker, the other half of Pink Perfection. Victoria Long won her match earlier, so if Whitney Parker wins tonight, Pink Perfection may very well continue into season 3 together. Again, the women's tag team belt is going to be, there's going to be one belt across both brands. One belt across both brands. So as long as they wind up on the same brand together, whichever that is, they're going to have an opportunity to get those belts. Let me start the prediction. You can let me know who you think is going to win. I mean, again, Sonya Gray, of course, needs no introduction. The devastating punching power of Sonya Gray, legendary in the RLWF. But Whitney Parker, no slouch in singles matches herself. She's been in a few. And she has surprised a few people. But does she have enough to take out a seasoned veteran like Sonya Gray? We will have to find out. No partner to tag out to in this one. Parker sends Sonya Gray all the way to ringside. She's going out after her.
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here. Reversal. Can she capitalize?
DDT.
DDT delivered.
Oh, look at mounting it now. The punches hammering away.
Pounding away on a Whitney Parker.
My God, what a striking display.
Again, Sonya Gray wasting no time in putting that punching power to good use. Jeremiah's like the chat commentator, and I'm like the voice commentator.
And set right into the corner.
Strong punch to the midsection.
Shot to the gut. Head first into the turnbuckle. And now going to work on the leg. Sonya Gray.
Not want to lose.
Chopping down the tree.
Who got reversed there. Spoke a little too soon. And no reversal from the KO Queen.
Turns that into a devastating shot to the knee.
Irish whip into the ropes. And right back down.
And will this be it?
Hooks the leg. Only got the one count.
Starting to see the
Whitney
tolls
Parker
of this
just
matchup.
launched her off of that one.
Oh, yeah, she is really showing
Sonya
her
Gray
confidence.
feeling confident here against Parker. Into the turnbuckles again.
That top turnbuckle.
Has her up in the top.
Ooh. And now she's gained command of this one. Yeah, this is a great
And
move
just
she's putting
punches her
together.
back down to the mat. And again, continuing to put that punching power to good use. And
My
Whitney
God, what a
Parker
striking display.
in some trouble here.
Targeted stop to the arm.
I think I know what's
And
next.
has her up. Are we going to see the cutter? Cutter already. That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. But she's not going for the pin. Irish whip. Leapfrog. And missed the Superman punch.
Look at this, going counter for counter.
Whitney Parker would have been done for if that Superman punch had connected, but whiffed it right. I mean, maybe she got confused and distracted by all that pink hair flying about. Goes for the pin. That might be enough with the cutter alone, ladies and gentlemen. No.
This
No.
started as a match. Now it's a test of will.
2 count only. Whitney Parker hanging in there, but Sonya Gray dominating this match.
Shots and
Absolutely. 10K at people in chat. Lord help me if there was 10K people in chat. I would not know what to do.
Out of a precarious position.
I like having like a little mix, you know what I mean? Under 20 is my vibe, you know? Every now and then we'll get a little peek with a raid or something like that. But submission hold locked in, but Whitney Parker gets her way out of that one. Discus clothesline connects.
She shoots up.
And Whitney Parker, desperate times call for desperate measures from the top rope.
She's got to be out of it now.
2. Oh, I thought she might have had it. So did she, complaining about the count, obviously.
She's got well worth it. Look how frustrated.
Off the ropes and hits another splash.
But it couldn't put this match away.
Whitney Parker trying to turn this match around. But Sonya Gray
Advantage here.
still in it.
What an elbow.
Irish whip. Oh, the low drop kick.
She's going for it. This could be.
Is that finally enough to put away Whitney Parker? It is, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. Whitney Parker. My condolences to Jeremiah, but Whitney Parker is done.
We've got some time to take another look at
And the
some
KO
highlights from that
Queen moves on to season 3. Listen, I was really torn on this one because I love Sonya Gray. Always loved Sonya Gray.
Here is your winner, Sonya
But
Gray.
it would have been nice to see Pink Perfection continue.
Win match.
I mean, listen,
Win's a win, and it's also all
Victoria
that
Long,
matters
is she
here
going
in
to do a
WWE.
solo? Is she going to find another tag team partner? Who knows? Who knows? But for now, your winner, Sonya Gray. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for season 2 of the RLWF. If you're watching this later on YouTube, stay tuned because season 3 is coming up.